And here we have the frames in the Mini Nuc. Here's my jig for making the queen cell groove on our frame. So we put 2 pieces of wood in there. We've got a little catch going across there to hold it down. And we've got a catch here that should push in if I give it a smack. Hang on, got a tip up in the air, I think it is. Try to do this one-handed. It's not that easy. And you've got a little catch to hold that in place. So that stays there. Then there's the saw that comes down. The whole saw that comes down. I can't do this with it one-handed again. The whole saw that comes down and cuts the groove there and in that place there. So it cuts a little moon shape, just that place there and that piece there. And that's then can be used to put in a queen cell position in the Mini Nuc. Right, let's move on to the next section. And here in the special Mini Nuc frame super, all this here, are some of those I've cut out. And you'll see I put a strip of foundation in and held it in place by wax. And that's where the groove comes into use. It makes it a lot easier to put a strip of foundation. Now I only put a strip of foundation is because I feed the bees and they'll build it out. I usually do that in the super, in the Mini Nuc, but I've got a super set up for them to do it in as well. Now it's a tight fit because there's a big slack bit underneath on this particular super. What it is 3/8 gap, 9mm supposed to be. And then there's a gap 9mm underneath so the bees can go around. Anyway, this is the spare super I've got so I can keep the surplus frames. Yeah, odd bits are used up, nothing's wasted. It's got a shape of a foundation, put it in there, seal it in place with wax. I'm making a whole bunch of Mini Nuc supers because, well, I can and it's a lot cheaper than buying them. I've got enough for about 80 here, I think it is, but I really only needed 27. Was it 25? Whatever. Anyway, I'm making some spare. There you go. Surplus frames. I've stacked them up. I've made too many. So I've got them in bundles of 10 and I'm going to store them away until I need them. So I make some different types of nucs that I've got in mind to make next year. But that's next year, not this year. But I've made these and there's too many from what I need. So these frames are all going into storage for when I need them. The bees, and I put them in here with the laid area. So they had some brood in there, so I've kept the brood, not deserted it or anything, put it in here. I've got this as a super above my brood box. There's a reason for that, and the reason is quite simple. They'll build out frames for me to use in a Mini Nuc next year. So they're going to build a comb out, fill it up, and I can use what they have put in there. The other thing is, when it comes to feeding sugar to the bees in the springtime, when you want to give them a bit of a boost, I won't have to worry about them putting it into a super, which is later going to be pulled off for getting honey off. So it's not going to mix in. It's all going to be kept separate. So hopefully this will all work out. They'll draw this comb out at this time of year because I give them sugar syrup and they draw all the comb out. And there's no fear of it going into the honey supers. And anyway, that's my strategy this year. The super that was on the hive I've just shown you, as you can see, is quite full of bees. The thing is, this particular super is chock-a-block full of honey. But I've taken off all the honey I want, and this, which is after the middle of August, now the 1st of September, is what they've brought in since then. But my strategy is simple. Everything past the date of the middle of August, they can keep. But what I'm going to do with this lot is I'm going to pull it out, each frame at a time, and scratch the surface. Because the aim today is to scratch the outer edges of that comb, and for them then to take that down and put it into those Mini Nuc frames, or some of it anyway. And then I can pull this super off completely, and they just have that super frame there to use. Right, should we pull one of these out and have a look? I should add, I made all these frames, but never worry about using a saw. I'm in a slightly rough area. That's been cut with a saw, but it's not bad. But if there are any like fibrous bits on the side of your wood, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all, even on the frames or anywhere. Bees will clean it off and make it nice and smooth. Bees are great for that. Right, this is a frame I'm going to have to scratch. Pretty good frame. I'm not worried about losing that particular honey. I'm just pleased they've done and pulled the combs out. Well, I'll pull the foundation out to make comb. But I'll scratch that with a what's what comb? Uncapping comb. A tough one I've got. And I'll scratch along the surface, score it, and hopefully the bees will take it down. Instead of just resealing it, I'll score it quite firmly. Right, let's get on with that job. I'll do that whether it's over the top of that's Mini Nuc frame super. The other thing I'll do is I'll put a sheet or a crown board. I use these things as a crown board, and the one I have will have a hole in it, a bit cleaner than what that one is, and because it's above that Mini Nuc super, and it's only one little hole, it'll bring stuff down lower and closer to the brood. Crown board goes on, or the insulation crown board goes on. Now in this particular super there's about 10 kilos of honey, and although if I was desperate I would consider taking it off, but I'm not desperate. I've got enough honey for what I want, and these bees have brought it in since I pulled everything off. And this particular colony's got 10 kilos. So what, you know? Good for them. Nice bees, nice gentle bees. Don't need much smoke. They're of a buckfast strain. Nice and close up of that one. Yeah, see, I can put my hand around here. No problem at all. They're not interested in me. So we'll pull out this out in a second or two. I've got 2 uncapping forks to choose from. This one, a cheapie, readily available. Just go on eBay or something like that and you'll find them. I actually use that to go between the rollers of my uncapping machine and get the wax out. So it fits in just nicely, and it can get the wax out. That might bung up my uncapping machine. Right, the other one, which is this one here, comes up as quite expensive one. This is a Chinese knockoff. Yeah. Chinese knockoff, but it's tough, does the job. It's made from stainless steel, which is what all the rest are. It's got a solid handle all the way through, nice and solid. You know, it only costs about £3.50, something like that. Anyway, it's off eBay. Just have a look for them. They're really tough and ideal for this task, and that's the one I'm going to use to score the frames so that the bees will then take down the honey. Now I'm going to start at the far end and work this way. All these frames are new, except maybe that one was made in 2023, I think that one was. All the rest are 2025. All the ones I made this year. So that's an indication of how good a year it's been here. Right, let's get on and show you what it looks like after I score them. I can't show you the actual me doing it because I've only got one hand to do the job. So now, just quick score across it. Make it sort of roughed up. I haven't done both sides. There's one. I've done a little bit on the other side, but not much. But there's going to be more of them. This was an outer one, so look for more to do on the next lot. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bit long, but there you go. Quite full on the frame. This is another frame. After I said I was going back, thank you for watching my video. Anyway, so what I do is I shake these off. Well, there's a number of ways you can shake them off. You can hold the frame over the top of the hole, or you can back them like that, which is what I just did. Okay, and most of the bees are off and expose the area I want to get at. Thank you for watching, and it's back to the studio. Hwyl fawr.